And now we are going to integrate user chat history, user query, and then prompt to chat GPT. Okay, so how we are going to use it? We already have our prompting, right? And then we have our chat history in this particular variable, right? Now we need to split that based on human and AI message. We are going to split that. So for that, we are creating a message variable with a list. Inside this, we have assigned a role system. Just we are setting the context. Okay, you are a helpful travel assistant. Followed by what we are doing is we are adding all the information like role, user, content, role, assistant, content. So it's like a updating whatever we have so far. We are just appending here, and then we are using this template as a last input of we are using user template, right? So on that we are just adding this message. Okay, so we are adding this content, which is a user message, and then we are also adding a user query. Okay, and now we are sending this to our ChatGPT API. Again, I'm using a chat completion API, and then I'm sending a headers with our API. The API key is stored in the .env file, which you can see that .env file. This .env library will read the information from that file and assign to this environmental variable. And I'm using GPT-4 model and sending that message which we created with all the information. So I can also print the message here before we send it to ChatGPT. And then we are getting a response from the ChatGPT and we are passing the response, right? So response has a key called choices. In that choices is a list in that I'm taking the first element. Again, the first element is also an dictionary and we are taking these two keys from the dictionary, right? And now we are going to check the okay. So I'm going to ask like I want to book a flight from Chennai to Delhi. Okay. So I said Chennai to ask. Now you can see whatever we have so far along with this chat history and then all the informations are sent. Now we have this. Okay. So date of departure, I will say 25th July, and then it's for me alone. So instead of telling one passenger, I'm telling this in text, and then um, morning flights are good for me. Okay, and I did not answer about the economic classes, or I did not answer about direct flight and all these things. Okay, so it is asking now for 25th. Okay, it is asking for economy or cases, right? So direct economy. Okay, so it will send all this information to ChatGPT and it will fetch the information. So, okay, you can see these are the available flights. Okay, you can see that the flight number Indigo, Air India, Vistara. Okay. Let's say we'll select one flight. Okay, so I'll go with this flight number and just select this flight number. Okay, so now this is the flight number I entered. So it is asking for all the relevant informations. Okay, let's take John Doe and then maybe John Doe at gmail.com. Okay, so anyway, it can't book a ticket, right? But it will instead that it will behave like it is booking a ticket for us. but in future, if you want, we can integrate with certain flight APIs. So there are flight APIs available, which are a paid API services when you need to register yourself and then you need to get the API key. With that flight APIs, you can book flights. You can integrate that with this information, right? As I said, you can collect all the consolidated informations and then you can send that to that API to book a flight ticket for them, right? Okay. So now what is it asking? I will send the booking. So it is telling that it is booking for us, and then we will get a information regarding that, right? Okay. Now, what are the sightseeing places are there? So as the sightseeing places are there. So again, I did not mention any particular destinations here. So it should ideally consider that we are talking about Delhi. Okay, because we asked flight tickets for Delhi, so it should consider for Delhi, of course. So you can see the list. Okay, Chandani Chowk for shopping, and then it is telling you Lotus Temple, India Gate, right? So all these are okay. So we can see what's as what is the famous and let it be with the typo must try foods. So this is a consolidated platform where you can ask about anything. So about flight booking, you can also ask about uh, food. You can also ask about places to visit, sightseeing places. Everything you can ask in a one single platform. So the only drawback of this particular chatbot is not a real-time booking for a hotel or a flight. It's not a real-time booking. So as I mentioned, there is an also an hotel booking APIs which you can get it, which is not a free. By paying you can get and then you can integrate. Okay, so you can see there is a list of foods which are famous and must try foods. Okay, let's say would you like to recommendations on where to find these? So there is an also an follow-up question. If you see all the messages from the chatbot, there is a follow-up messages. Okay, so like it's is there anything else I can assist with? Okay, so that conversation, flight booking conversation is done with here, but there is no dead end. It is asking for what is there anything else I can ask? And so it's a follow-up question. Even after answering this sightseeing places, it is giving us some follow-up questions. Okay, again for the same. So which like a human. So it is behaving like a human. Okay, what else can I do for you? Right? So kind of that information it is giving as let's say thank you for now. Right? That's it. So did you notice that based on the information it generates, it is taking more time. So when it was generating this particular long text, it took almost a couple of more than 10 seconds to get the response. Whereas for this, it is giving us instantly. So which means based on the text count or based on the text size, it is generating the time taking is also varying. So it's like a number of words is directly proportional to the time taking, right? So when we have it something like this in a real time, we should be more cautious about a number of words, right? So that's it for now for this chatbot. Thank you.